What in the peanut butter F is this? That is brutal. I have to hold it close. I don't think I'm prepared. Rowan and Zara, no. My soul. I can't even do it anymore. This video is going to hurt my feelings. We're reading 1-star reviews of some of my favorite books. 1 star. Books are like makeup and anything else. Just because I love them doesn't mean you do, and vice versa. With that being said, let's just jump right into this. One of Book Talk's most popular books, if I do say so, from Lukov with Love. It's perfect in every way. I love Ivan and Jasmine. This is like the perfect enemies to lovers, reverse grumpy sunshine. Every good thing that you could expect from a slow burn novel is in this book. This is like the best slow burn novel I've ever read. I loved it with every ounce of my being. Here we go, Goodreads. I have to hold it close. It has over 170,000 ratings on Goodreads and it has 4.32 stars. Obviously, I rated this book 5 stars. My rating says, I don't think I've ever read a book faster alongside Coltsy. This is a new favorite. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Starting off strong. Book Talk will be like, here's some Rex, smiley face. And it'll be the worst book you've ever read. No. It's one of my favorites. Did I read a totally different book than everyone else? This was terrible. Yikes. It is so bad. I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible, so I give you a 1. In all honesty though, this is easily one of the worst books I ever read. I can't even do it anymore. I love Ivan and Jasmine. Mariana Zapata is like the queen of slow burn romance novels. This worked so well for me. I enjoyed every moment. If you do decide to give it a try, please let me know how you like it, how you rate it. We're getting into my favorite book series of all time, and I haven't even finished the series yet. I'm about to start book number 5. We're getting into the Addicted and Calloway Sister series. I love Ricochet. I'm pretty sure this is the shortest book in the series. Here we go. Over 56,000 ratings on Goodreads, and it got 3.86 stars. I rated it 5. WTF, no. Short and to the point. Rose and Connor, I only care about. I love Cabalaway. I do care about the other characters, but I do love Cabalaway. I can't explain how bad this was. Was okay. I don't know. Not bad, but not good either. I don't know. 1 star. I literally despise this series, but I am constantly tempted to continue because I genuinely do not understand how so many people actually like it. Like, there has to be something I'm missing, right? LOL, yeah, not gonna read the rest of this. My soul. Hopping into the Dreamland Billionaire series, The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I thought this was so good. I read this pretty fast too. I still have to read Terms and Conditions and I'm awaiting the release of the 3rd book. I really liked this. I believe I rated this 5 stars. I did rate this 5 stars. This has over 156,000 ratings on Goodreads with 3.97 stars. I need to stop believing my FYP. 1 star. Don't want to talk about it. No, just no. 1 star. First mistake was trusting Book Talk. I put so much trust in Book Talk, BookTube, and Bookstagram. I rolled my eyes more times than the characters in this book laugh, and they laugh every 2 seconds. Really glad it's over. Rowan and Zara, no, they were so cute. This was a good Grumpy Sunshine book. I really enjoyed this one. I don't think I'm prepared for 1-star reviews of The Hating Game. This was one of the first books I actually read getting back into reading. I really loved it. I did enjoy the movie. I've watched it probably like 5 times. It's like a comfort movie, but I loved this. I love Lucy Hutton and Joshua Templeman. I just really enjoyed this book. But let's hurt my feelings. The Hating Game is like the queen of enemies to lovers. So if you love enemies to lovers, if you love banter, this is such a great book. I rated this 5 stars. It has over 500,000 ratings and it has 3.96 stars. My review is holy bleep, I loved this book. Oh, there's a cat in the road. Darling, would you like to come do BookTube with me? I know some people have like a love-hate relationship with this book. Some people love it, some people hate it. See all of these good reviews, reread times 4, like people love this book. But let's go to the reviews that will hurt me. These two would definitely get divorced. Not Lucy and Josh, they're in love. DNF, I can't read more of this. Nope, Lucinda, is that her name? And Joshua sound extremely annoying. I don't care about how much she hates Joshua forever. I simply don't care enough to continue reading this. And here I was hoping this gets me out of a slump. No! This is such a good book to get you out of a slump. I mean, I thought it was. Big yikes. Oh boy, was this not for me. I had to have surgery to remove this book from my mind. That is brutal. It's so bad. I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible, so I give you a 1. Whoa. Next, this next book I loved. A lot of people said if you loved The Hating Game, you'd love this book. One name, Aaron Blackford. The Spanish Love Deception. I rated this 5 stars. It has over 450,000 ratings with 3.92 stars on Goodreads. My rating says I just loved it. Full of detail. Look what I did. Look how cute. This is how much I loved it. I made a little Spanish Love Deception collage and printed it out on one of my Polaroids. How freaking cute is that? So now I have like a little Polaroid bookmark when I reread this. I believe I did it with From Lukov with Love, and I also did it with Colty. I need to read 1-star reviews of Colty, but I don't think I can handle that today. I have never wanted for a book to be over so bad. This is just a boring version of The Hating Game. I am sorry. I tried to like this. I really did, but I just didn't connect with it at all. It took me more than 3 weeks to finish this. 3 weeks. Do you even know how long it usually takes me to finish a book? 1 evening. This dragged on and on and on and on, and then it keeps going. With this book, I rated it 5 stars, mostly for like the character dynamic between Catalina and Aaron. Maybe I should tighten up my rating system. I love Aaron Blackford. He's like one of my favorite book boyfriends. That's where my 5-star rating came from. But just like every other book, if I really love the character, but there's still a couple scenes that I could do without, I'll still probably give it like a 4 or 5 star. And that was the case with The Spanish Love Deception. I really loved this book though. Not to be blasphemous or anything, but Aaron Blackford isn't anything particularly remarkable. In fact, I would probably go as far as to call him unremarkable. Ultimately, the thing that really sent me to the edge with him is the use of the word baby and the frequency in which he says it. It made me want to throw up. I thought that was so cute. I loved that. I loved it. I really did. I enjoyed this book a lot. This sucked and it's way too long for something this bad. I never thought I could hate a book this much, but this was just bad. This is supposedly enemies to lovers, but it was more of, oh, the way they made out. Oh yeah, that was a weird scene. This is a 2-star review. I liked Catalina as a person quite a lot. Her relationship with Aaron was cute and his feelings for her seemed genuine. I love the way this starts out. I did think there were too many tropes. It's just my opinion, but I thought that too many things were being packed into one book. All the popular tropes were in one book and sometimes it felt a bit crammed. Okay, I'm very curious to know your thoughts on this. I love when books have a lot of different tropes in it. This had like the one bed trope. This was like an enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine, a workplace romance, fake dating. There was a lot going on in this book, so I definitely understand where they're coming from, but I'm very curious. Do you guys like a lot of tropes packed into one book, or do you like when there's just a few? I mean, this book is almost 500 pages. There is a lot of room for a lot of tropes, but I'm curious to know where you guys stand on that. Another book that helped me really get into reading last year, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I loved It Starts With Us. That's another one of my favorite books. I also know that this is one of those books that some people love and some people hate. I did rate this 5 stars. It has over 2 million ratings on Goodreads with 4.31 stars. So that's pretty darn good if you ask me. This is being turned into a movie, hopefully soon. I'm not sure who's starring in it. I'm very excited to see. It Starts With Us just came out not too long ago. I flew through that book. I loved it enough to read it once and then listen to it back to back. I would definitely read this again. Let's swipe down to the 1-star reviews. We need a caffeine break. 1 star, incredibly predictable, highly overrated, and full of characters and ridiculous moments I disliked. Now it is time for my naked truth. This book sucks. No! What I didn't like, everything. What I liked, the ending. Just no. What in the peanut butter F is this? Ouch. Next, pulling out the Kindle here, and I'm going to have my soul crushed. Hothouse Flower. This is book number 4, I believe, in the Addicted Calloway Sister series. I just finished this last night. 5-star read for me. I'm a big fan of the Addicted series, so I'm excited to continue reading it. I literally just ordered merch from Addicted and Calloway on Etsy the other day. This was my most anticipated read in the entire Addicted Calloway Sister series. It did not disappoint. I loved it. I can't wait for my paperbacks to get here, but for right now, we have it living on the Kindle. Over 43,000 ratings on Goodreads with 4.32 stars. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. 1-star reviews, let's hear them. Don't get me wrong, I love Razy, but compared to the other books of the series, it just wasn't as good, you know? I have to know if you have read this or if you are reading it like I am. Are you a Cabalaway fan, a Lilo fan, a Razy fan, all of the above? I love them all. Nope, nope, N-O-P-E. Pulling up another one of my favorite books, Marriage for One by Ella Mays. This book was so hyped up on Book Talk and it did not let me down. This is such a good like comfort read. I enjoyed every second of it. I don't know how there's gonna be any bad reviews of Marriage for One. I actually don't have the paperback yet, but I'm so excited to pick one up. I love the new cartoon cover, but I also love the original. I think I'm actually gonna get the original. This book got over 69,000 ratings on Goodreads and it has 3.92 stars and I rated it 5 stars. Full disclosure, I gave up at the 40% mark to take a nap. I would say the best thing about this book is that cover, my opinion of course. I kept going for a long time because other people liked this so much, but I'm sorry, I just can't. I was gonna say I'm having a difficult time finding those 1-star reviews. Here's one. DNF at 32%. I'm very much alone here, but sorry, I just can't do it anymore. What? This was so slow, it was at a standstill, so I'm tapping out. My TBR mountain is way too high to struggle with something that's not working for me. Okay, listen, let's talk about DNFing books. I don't think I've ever DNF'd a book. I mean, I did just start reading in 2022, but still, like, DNFing is something that I don't know if I can do because, like, if I start something, I want to finish it. Even if I didn't really enjoy it, even if it's taking me so long to get through it, like, I want to know what happens in the book, and I really want to know if, like, my opinion is gonna change. Because there are books that started out really slow for me that ended up being some of my favorites. Like, for example, I loved Colty so much, but, like, that book took me, I'm not even kidding, months to get into. Like, I would pick up that book, read a chapter, put it down, and then I wouldn't touch it because that book was so slow burn. And Colty was like the very first slow burn book that I ever read. Colty is Mariana Zapata, Enemies to Lovers, sports romance. It's one of my favorite books. It's thick like From Lukov with Love, so you definitely have to be patient, but it's even slower than From Lukov with Love. It is a true slow burn romance read. I will say Marriage for One is definitely slow. It is a slow burn, but it's not as slow as other books that I've read, so that might be why I had an easier time reading it, but it definitely kept my attention and I really did enjoy it. But I'm very curious, do you guys DNF books if they don't work for you, or are you like me and you just can't put it down, even if it takes you eternity to get through? We'll see how 2023 goes for my DNFing list. So far, it's at a 0. I've never done it before. DNFing at 30%, a little too slow for me right now, and I'm not in the mood for this slow of a burn. You have to be in the mood for a slow burn, that's for sure. Once I started reading slow burns, like once I read Colty, From Lukov with Love, like a lot of Mariana Zapata books, like you can be at page like 300, 400, and the characters haven't even like kissed yet. That's how slow burn Mariana Zapata is. So for me, like jumping from a Mariana Zapata slow burn into like a 300-page romance, if the characters are kissing by page 100, I'm like, whoa, that's too fast. Slow down. Because I love slow burn. So you definitely have to be in the mood for it. You definitely have to like it. I did enjoy Marriage for One a lot. It's definitely one of my favorite reads of the year of 2022. Let's read some 1-star reviews of Kiss the Sky by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Kiss the Sky is a part of the Addicted and Calloway Sisters series as well. I love Cabalaway, I love Connor, I love Rose. This has over 52,000 ratings on Goodreads with 4.29 stars. Really good. And of course I rated this 5 stars. Every book that's in the Addicted and Calloway Sisters series, it will be 5 stars for me. Even though 5 books that I haven't read yet, they're 5 stars. That's it. I can honestly just go on Goodreads and rate them right now. They're just 5 stars. Here we go. This book was 300 pages too long. Why am I yelling? No. What did I just read? Sad face. This book was not only bland but cringy. Don't understand the 5-star reviews. Had to DNF. No, it was so good to me. Bookstagram, Facebook, Book Talk, what did I just read? This book was not only bland but cringy, don't understand the 5-star reviews, had to DNF. Not Cabalaway! What an incredible waste of time. I really have to stop reading this kind of bleep. On page like 10, and this book has the actual worst writing I've ever seen in a published book in my entire life. Oh, I love the writing. I've been listening to like Addicted Calloway Sister playlists too. This pains me. You ever read a book and think that literally every single aspect of what you're reading is utter BS? Welcome to this book. 1 star, not changing. It deserves this. I think in the next video, we're gonna have to do reading 5-star reviews of my favorite books so we can lift up the mood a little bit. This was really fun though, and I always think it's interesting to see other people's perspectives. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the most amazing day. Spread kindness always, and I will see you very soon. Bye!